Yo, what's good everyone, Transporter here, and welcome back to another episode of FijiWiji 2015. Today I'm showing off one of my favorite childhood heroes, which is sort of hypocritical. It is actually a Porsche, and I think I've pretty much made myself adamant on how I stand with Porsches. Anyway, this is the 911 Carrera S 993. To be honest, it's probably one of the best Porsches that they've ever come out with, despite looking more like a Beetle. But I've chose this car because, not because of how it looks, but because, well, partially because of how it looks, because it has obviously two body kits. One, the traditional, fairly popular RWB body kit that I really like, but there's another body kit in there that people should take notice of, the 993 GT2. That is a legend. Only 57 were made, 50 or so were made, and each costing like well over the hundreds of thousands of dollars. And you can actually, there's supposedly one still like in mint condition with worth about $1 million somewhere. Anyway, that's pretty much the background of it, but here's the main bit that I wanted to get through today. So people will know that as like in the crew, you can always convert some base cars into some of your customizable favorites. So like this car into 993 GT2, Huracan into Huracan GT3, a 991 GT3 RS into and 911 RSR, so on and so forth. So I mean, this was one guy who was like, one guy was criticizing me when I customized an R34 Z-Tune because he said it wasn't a Z-Tune because it didn't have any badges on. Like, really? You're gonna complain because of that? I don't understand you. So here's me customizing 993 GT2, and also what I want to get into today is because I've been tinkering with the handling setup of cars and how I get like faster lines and faster times just by tooling handling. So it's not just about how good you are at driving, but it is also about how well you tool the handling of your car, and that's pretty much another important bit. So it's just skills and handling are key bits to how well you do, how high you travel up your friendly leaderboard in the game. As I said before, in multiple videos, in the I think it was the Focus video, it was a Huracan video and the McLaren video, and I think handling is everything, drift is everything. The ram, despite what you may know, despite of how you may agree with it, despite the handling slider, if you want to get real fast times, you're gonna have to get used to the brake drift and have the drift physics in this game, because that's pretty much the fastest way to go around corners now, and that's pretty much one of the fastest ways to go. So what I did was, this is pretty much a grip drift setup that I've put on this car, so I kept the grip tires on, but I've put the front tires with more, I give the front tires more pressure and the rear tires less pressure, just so that the back can kick out much more readily, because that initiates a better drift. That also improves like cornering speeds when you're drifting around. But everything else that we've seen before with my other builds just pretty much stay the same. The key factors here are pretty much tire pressure, the differential is how much wheel spin you want. If you keep your tire pressures that near to the drift stage, what I recommend you do is keep your differential slightly locked, slightly open, because if it's more locked, I figure you won't corner as fast while drifting if it's slightly locked. If it's slightly open, you get a bit more speed. That's what I found out when I was adjusting the M3 E92. So that's another thing. Everything else stays the same, and people might complain that sway bars and springs don't really do anything. They actually really do. They actually do improve cornering and stability. So if it's stiff, you won't get as much of a jolt if you hit something rough. Like if, for instance, in a Legends wheels, that one bit where you go around like a long bank corner into there's like a one bump there. If your springs are stiff, you pretty much slam into it and you probably lose control. If they're soft, you won't feel that much of a thing, and then you lean in. It actually does improve cornering a bit as well, so that's another good thing. But yeah, that's pretty much some of the pointers that I put there. You can probably see most of what I've put there on my link setup. But if you do all that right, you'll get results like this.